consume.
Well, I thank the Speaker, and most of all, I thank the gentleman from New Jersey for his extraordinary leadership. He brings us to the floor today to talk about something that doesn't get enough attention. At a time of economic duress and hardship, all eyes are on the economy, and for many reasons that is absolutely right, but there are some real big issues that, frankly, are being overlooked under this new administration and across the country today, and they're fundamental to what kind of people we are. Today we're talking about the protection of life. We all know that abortion divides our country, and we're grateful for all those Americans who say that they want to reduce the number of abortions in our country, those that say that they oppose abortion. But then when it comes time, as a previous speaker said, to actually enact policies, that's the most important time, that you can actually stand up for what you say you believe. With a stroke of a pen, we now have a new executive order that says that taxpayers basically in this country will fund abortions that Americans want to have anywhere in the world. That is something overwhelmingly opposed by the American people, that their taxpayer dollars would go to fund abortion. We teach our children the lessons of the boiled frogs, where you throw a frog in a pot of boiling water and it'll jump right back out, but if you leave the frog in cold water and slowly turn the temperature up, that frog will die and never leave the water. So over time, here we are just becoming more and more accustomed to this harsh treatment of innocent life by the people of the greatest nation in the history of the world. This issue of abortion does divide us, but there are fundamental truths about the protection of innocent life from conception forward, and our Constitution, which we all swear to uphold, protecting life. Today, Mr. Smith is going to go into detail about why it is so important for those of us who believe as we believe, many of us on religious convictions, that we should protect all innocent life, and how, frankly, that is under assault in this country today, sometimes by the stroke of a pen, sometimes on the floor of this great deliberative body, but it is constantly now something that is under attack. I have recently reintroduced a bill that is very related, H.R. 1050. Reintroduced with an outstanding member of Congress from the Democratic side, Representative Bart Stupak from Michigan, a devout Catholic. He and I have introduced H.R. 1050, which bans human cloning. Now listen, most people would say, what? You have to pass a bill to ban human cloning? Human cloning is not banned under the laws of the United States of America? And the answer is no. Now interestingly, 7 of the other G8 countries, the industrialized nations, including Canada, France, Germany, and Italy, have completely, unequivocally banned human cloning, but not the United States of America. No. If anything, I would think it would be the other way around. We would have been the first to say no to human cloning, but with the G8, we're the last. This process that the proponents of cloning call therapeutic cloning is advancing to the degree that reproductive cloning, the cloning of human beings, is just the next step. Many have given testimony here at the Commerce Committee, the Health Subcommittee, that human cloning is just a matter of time. It's not if it will happen in this country, it's when it will happen in this country. The other industrialized countries, the sophisticated countries of the world, have said no, ban it, stop it. This is a Frankenstein-type outcome. This is fundamental. It's not gray, it's black and white. This does not ban embryonic stem cell research. It bans embryonic human cloning. This is a fundamental question of what we are all about and whether or not we will allow this. Even the United Nations, which is not exactly a conservative body in the world, passed a declaration to adopt all measures necessary to prohibit all forms of human cloning inasmuch as they are incompatible with human dignity and the protection of human life. This hour is dedicated to the protection of human life. Let's ban human cloning in this country. Surely to goodness we can do that in a bipartisan way on the floor of this House. I call on the House to support Bart Stupak and Zach Wamp and H.R. 1050, and I yield back the time to the gentleman from New Jersey. Thank you.
I thank my good friend